free drink for the upper body. But now, it's time! Let's get ready to rumble! This fight is sponsored by Quality Taxi. It is also a semi-pro title fight, 3 5-minute rounds. Introducing first, in the red corner, fighting the Batson Academy Access, Batson! And his opponent, fighting the fighting fit martial arts, Mindaugas, Mateliunas! See you on the other side.
Both fights center of the cage. Both fights center of the cage. Let's go, let's go. Love that, boys. Right, title fight, this is my instructions all the time. Remember, no knees or elbows to the head, no knees to the body, and on the ground, no elbows at all. These are my instructions all the time. Any questions? Any questions? Let's go, have fun. Let's go.
All right, guys, I cannot wait for this one. In the red corner, Pete Batson out of Fight Star Academy versus Mindaugas Mateliunas in the blue corner. And this is for the semi-pro UCMMA title. And I really like this guy, Pete Batson. He is good, ladies and gentlemen, trust me. Watch out for this guy. He has got skills, he is well-rounded. And let's see, both guys coming out quite cautious here. Pete Batson stalking his man, and Mindaugas going for a couple of body shots there. The smaller, stockier of the two men. And Pete with his long reach and long legs. He got caught with a with a wake up there for Mindaugas, as both guys look to clinch here in the centre and now fight for control into the cage. And once again, do not forget, ladies and gentlemen, this position is exhausting. It's really taxing on the muscles. It doesn't look it, but it really is tiring as both guys jockey for position here of dominance. And once again, they circle up each other and look quite weary. Neither men have really even felt each other out yet. Nothing crazy has yet landed, but this is a 3 5-minute round fight, a very long fight for a title here. And Pete leading with a jab there and going for a bit of a telegraphed takedown, perhaps giving away some of his game plan here that he wants to get the takedown and get on top. But Mindaugas once again swinging with that big right hand and doing a really good job of defending and sprawling. But Pete really tenacious with his attack, and he's driving his man into the cage. He really wants to get some kind of a dominant position here, and it looks like he's got it. He's managed to circle off. He might even get his opponent's back here if he can secure a hook. This is actually quite dangerous for Mindaugas here. He needs to get rid of the crossface underneath his head, but he manages to switch it to a single and goes with a big overhand right. And Pete again tenacious with his takedown attempt, and it really looks like he's going to get it, and he does, and straight into side control here. But Mindaugas quite wary to it, and he puts his back up against the cage, and it looks like he wants to wall walk here, but he decides not to. Instead, he goes to hook Pete's neck, and this is not that wise because, well, he does manage to turn it up now. He grabbed the fence there for a split second. He knows he's not allowed it. He actually made good of a bad position there, and once again lands that big overhand right on the exit. Both guys wearing each other up warily now, like two lions stalking each other in the pen, eyeing each other up. A bit of a slow leg kick from Pete there. Both guys' mouths open, a little bit tired now. And again, leading with the body shots, Mindaugas. But Pete answers with a really nice knee, and almost hits his head, but not quite. A little bit high, a little bit dangerous. No knees to the head allowed here. The referee, I think he's wary of it. He's on top of it. Only 10 seconds to go. There's a problem with Mindaugas' glove. The referee jumps in, recognises it, and that's going to be it. And here we go, guys. Round number 2 of a 5 semi-professional title fight. And again, both guys coming out quite wary. But Mindaugas the more aggressive there with his southpaw stance. And Pete just filling him out with that jab. And again, fighting for the clinch, but not quite being able to get it. He had some success with the takedowns in the first round. But both guys quite evenly matched here. A beautiful display of skill we are being treated here this evening. And again, Mindaugas throwing that overhand right, left and right, being quite crazy with it. Grabbing the fence here. The referees here, the grabbing the fence did not help him in defending the takedown. He manages to scoop his hips out, but Pete wise to it, pulling his legs away from the cage, which is where he wants him. He wants his man in the center, where he can unleash some ground and pound. Mindaugas doing the right thing, pushing on the back of the head of his opponent. And both guys jockeying for position here, and it looks like Mindaugas is going to get taken down again, and now into guard. He's got half a guillotine attempt here, not really threatening Peter at all with his arm wrapped around his head. This is not really threatening because his arms are not linked together. And Pete doing the right thing. He's being quite patient, and it looks like he's going to look to pass the guard, and he drives forward, and he might even be able to step right over into side control. But Mindaugas, quite an interesting game here. He keeps scooting his hips out. He really wants to get back to his feet. But Pete is now wise to it, and it looks like he might even be able to get his back from his position. This is a little bit dangerous now for Mindaugas, because Pete, he looks to take his back here. This is technically now still guard. Mindaugas has now managed to fight his way back into guard. Unfortunately, his left arm is trapped. He needs to fight that arm out because there are triangles and arm bars from his position. And Pete now, beautiful switch from Peter, but both guys quite wary, quite tired as we get back to our feet. Again, pacing, eyeing each other up. And let's see who wants this more. Let's see who's the more aggressive here. Let's see who unloads. Mindaugas sort of sheepishly walking back. Referee saying, come on guys, let's have some action. And a nice knee there from Peter, as he once again goes to push his opponent against the fence. He's looking to take him down to the mat, where we see him have so much control, so much success. And Peter he's pulling Mindaugas' left arm with a gable grip, and this is really good. This helps to open him up to strikes to the body or perhaps a potential takedown. And this is quite a dangerous position here for Mindaugas. He's unloading some little body shots, head shots, sorry. They're not really nothing to be threatening with, but once again with the plum clinch, he goes for a knee to the head. And uppercuts from Mindaugas. We have less seconds left in this fight. Another good round from both these guys. Here we go, round number 3. Pete Batson from Fight Star Academy versus Mindaugas Mateliunas from Fighting Fit Martial Arts in the blue corner. And this time, guys, they both open up with strikes. And again, Mindaugas with these big looping overhand hooks. They're landing left and right. They are landing, and Pete's just tenacious with his takedown attempt. He's now got a single leg. He's a little bit bloodied. His nose is running. He's a little bit bloodied, but that's not gonna affect him. And once again, Mindaugas just sort of disrespectfully walking away, and he really wants that left and right overhand. You can see he wants to knock out. Again, he leads with a jab and a big left. Again, he goes down. Peter goes down. He's in trouble here. He's scrambling up to his feet, and Mindaugas opts out not to go for control. He wants to damage. Both guys just in a war now, trading shot for shot. And Pete shoots for the takedown, doesn't get it. Mindaugas on top now in quarter guard. Just barely, his leg is barely in half guard. And Pete in trouble here. He really needs to recover. He recognizes this. He's scrambling. He's got an underhook. He really needs to make something happen here, because Mindaugas is dangerous from this position. And he's now worked his way past into half guard, into side control, sorry. And he should really be looking to posture up here and drop some bombs. He should be able to finish this fight. And Pete is turtled up. He's going to be at his feet. It's a dangerous position for Pete Batson. He's in trouble because returns a knee. He's got his hands down, mouth wide open. Both guys really tired, circling each other. Referee calls for action. The crowd is going crazy here at the Open in Norwich. These both guys just took a deep breath. We're halfway through the second round here. Oh my goodness! A huge left looping hand from Mindaugas to Pete Batson's already damaged nose. That rolled the eyes in the back of his head, but he's still here, he's still with us, he's still fighting for the clinch, he's still defending the takedown. Both guys digging really deep here. I'll remind you, this is for the title. Both guys really want it, but we will see who wants it more, who's going to dig deeper, who's worked harder for this. As Mindaugas goes with a little shoulder shrug. I would have to give this round to Mindaugas. He has been the more aggressive and he has done the more damage of the two in this round. But Pete, once again, with that clinch position, he really needs to get his back off the cage here. But Mindaugas is landing shots on the exit. And he looks, oh my goodness, Pete looks for a takedown, but he messes it up. And Mindaugas ends up on top in half guard. With 10 seconds to go, a really dominant round to Mindaugas Mateliunas from Fighting Fit Martial Arts. Here we go, round number 3. The referee's calling Pete in the back of his corner. I was having a close look in between rounds at both guys. They are exhausted. And here we go again. Let's see what these guys opt out to do. Mindaugas is once again throwing those big looping hands, and this time he goes for a takedown. And now it's Mindaugas on top in full control, inside control. But neither guy really taking the initiative here. And opting out to either improve their position or do some damage or go for a submission. Mindaugas is just sort of just laying on top of his man, putting a squeeze on, which is good, but you cannot stay here and just do this. Now Pete is doing the right thing, he's scrambling, he's putting his hand on his opponent's hip, trying to recover half guard. But Mindaugas wary to this, he's scrambling higher up his opponent's body, dropping his weight down, taking the air out of Peter's lungs. And his lungs are going to be burning right now, he's going to be in pain. He really needs to improve his position. He is trying, but you can tell that he's exhausted. And now he gets he's up to his knees now. This is good for Peter. And a nice knee there, and another. But he needs to be careful. He cannot knee to the head. That's against the rules. He's going to knee to the body. And Mindaugas with a beautiful takedown. This guy's got heart. He's digging deep. He's in side control now. He's switching. He's doing just enough to look busy. He's going with some short punches to Peter's head, but he really needs to do more. He is in control, but he needs more than this. And Peter is trying to utilise the cage now. He's going to try and scramble. He's going to try and explode out. He's walking his feet up towards the cage, but you can tell he's just exhausted. And the referee's like, I've seen enough. Come on, guys. You're not doing enough. We want action. Let's have you back up to your feet. And both guys really slow getting up. Both taking deep breaths, eyeing each other up. Two exhausted lions with wounds and scars. They're putting it on now. And Mindaugas is digging deep once again, throwing those big looping overhand lefts and rights. And they're landing. And now he's trying to take Peter down. Once again up against the fence. Batson is sprawling, doing the right thing, but he just hasn't got enough to defend a takedown. And Mindaugas once again on top in half guard this time. Pete a little bit frustrated, showing what's happening. He's not doing anything, but the initiative is his as well. He needs to move. He needs to scramble his hips. He needs to improve his position. I know you can tell he's exhausted. He's moving a little bit, but it's not enough. That the referee right on top of the action, he might stand him up again here if neither guys, yep, it certainly looks that way. If neither guys improves their position. A couple of small body shots from Peter, but I don't think they're going to be enough. We do not have much left in this round, only 20 seconds. But once this round, once again, going straight to Mindaugas Mateliunas from Fighting Fit Martial Arts. Staying in control, staying on top. And now 10 seconds left. Both guys exhausted here, but it looks like Mindaugas has just got just that little bit more in the gas tank. Okay, fifth and final round of a title fight here, guys. The referee once again sends Mindaugas back to his corner. Mindaugas really anxious. He wants to get straight back into the action. And Pete coming out of quite a wide stance. It looks like he's caught maybe fifth wind here. He's looking a little bit better, but still quite wary. He knows he's down. He has to know that he's down. He's respecting his opponent now. You have to wonder what his corner was saying. They're probably saying you need the knockout. But Mindaugas really good once again here. Big looping hands landing, and Pete looks like he's going for the guillotine. This is good. This is good for Pete. Batson right here. He's got his opponent's head wrapped up, and his opponent is sprawling. This, unfortunately, now it looks like Pete has missed it, because Mindaugas has got hold of his leg and he uses it to pass. A really good defensive tactic from Mindaugas. This guy, he knows his stuff. He knows what he's doing, and I can hear the chants of his team supporters from the gallows. They know that he's been in control. They know that he's won this fight. And the beautiful display of mixed martial arts from Mindaugas Mateliunas in this fight, as once again he's inside control here, putting a squeeze on his opponent, wearing him out. And I would really like to see him transition into a more dominant position and trying to get the finish to make a statement here in Norwich tonight. It's not that long left now. We're halfway through the final round, and it looks like Pete is scrambling. He's managed to recover half guard, but I really do not think it's going to be enough. Mindaugas is quite wise to this, and the referee saying, yeah, it's not enough. Come on, guys. These people want their money's worth. They want action. Both guys quite slow to get up to their feet. Pete just took a long look at his corner for some last second advice. He's in desperation mode here, and he knows it. He knows that he needs something special. He needs it at the bag, but Mindaugas just too good. He's obviously come well prepared for this fight. Big looping hand, overhand right into a single or a double leg, and once again he's got his opponent up against the fence, going for the takedown, and he looks like he's nearly got it. He's really going to fight for it, and I feel with only 50 seconds left in this final round, he's going to get it. Yeah, he manages it quite passively, because Pete Batson sort of dropped a little bit, but Mindaugas, both guys exhausted here, and Pete doing the right thing with the crossface on Mindaugas' head, and both guys almost cancelling out each other out a little bit in this position. They're obviously quite well matched. Both guys have got similar levels of experience and similar levels of fitness, but this deep after almost 15 minutes of battle, both men are exhausted, and let's see if any of them can summon one bit of strength for the final finish. Perhaps they can't, but in my opinion, this is Mindaugas Mateliunas' fight. He's got it in the bag.
All right, guys, what a crazy fight. That was a beautiful display of mixed martial arts. Guys, let's have a hand of applause for these warriors. After 5 rounds of non-stop action, the judges have rendered their decision. Your winner, and your new UCMMA champion,